Yo, so it's Blocked Entertainment. As you can see, we're in a new studio. So shout out to the Light Factory, shout out to Movie Mike. Appreciate you for getting me the spot. And we got Alonzo Brunn here, back from the dead.
What's up, motherfuckers?
How y'all been?
What's good, bro?
Hey, man, I always wondered what had happened to you when you just disappeared off social media.
I think a lot of people did.
I was just like, what happened? Because you were pushing your music mad hard and everything, and then all of a sudden, I thought I had said something, and you just blocked me, and I was like, damn, all right, shit.
I mean, if we're gonna tell the truth, I happened.
Yeah.
I got in my own way. Whether it be, I don't know why. I could tell you it was for this reason. I could tell you it was for that reason. I don't fucking know. I know I got in my way. I deleted both of my profiles on Facebook, which that's where I did all my damage. That's where I created all this. I don't even know what the word is. This traffic to come in and see and click and like and share. Facebook was my platform, and then I started feeling a lot of negativity on it, and like a bitch, I backed out. I don't know why.
Nah, that's not bitch. Honestly, I go through that with this sometimes. I'm like, is what I'm putting out good enough?
Yeah.
Are these people doing that? What are these people saying about me? We really got to get over it. I finally got over that. Now I don't give a damn what people think about what I say.
Absolutely, and I love that shit.
You know what I mean?
I love that shit, and that's how it should be. Now, and I think we were just talking about this literally right before we started recording. I'm like, yo, I was afraid to put that Dark Hearts Man shit out. Again, it's you getting in your own way.
That's a good project.
You make it, right? You make it, and then a year passes, and you still have, you always had plans to put this out, but a year passes, you're making more music, and you want to put this new music out, but you haven't put the old music out yet.
Yeah.
But you're telling yourself, fuck, this old music, it don't match up to this new shit.
Yeah.
So now you don't even want to drop it, and that's where I got. You know what I mean? So I finished Dark Hearts of Man, and then I started something which I don't know what the name is. At first it was Mind of a Saint. I don't know if I want to do that anymore. But it has heavy Snowfall influences. It's not it's Snowfall inspired, but I'm not rapping from the perspective of Franklin or anything like that. It's got heavy Snowfall inspiration, heavy Snowfall skits and things like that. But it's not. You'll see what it is when it comes. But that right there that's the gem of the time. For me.
Yeah.
So I don't know when I'll be able to pass that, but right now, that's the shit.
Hell yeah.
That's the shit.
And I'm glad you're back on social media.
Yeah, me too.
I'm glad you're putting music out again.
Me too.
Showing it to the public and everything.
But that comes with I try to do social media a little bit different now though. Before it was a lot of negativity. And it's funny. I got.
Yeah, you did be talking your shit on there.
Yeah, I ran from negativity that was coming my way, but I was dishing it out. It was so fucked up. But that's what you do with maturity. That's what you do with the power of 100%. Hindsight and growing up. I was talking my shit, and it wasn't directed towards anybody. I think that was my thing. People were attacking me. I wasn't getting online and attacking.
No,
people.
that's a fact.
I was bigging myself up, and then people
Yeah.
started attacking me, and then that's when I was like, nah, fuck this shit, and that I regret. I do regret it, but
you have your sanity though.
Yeah,
you know what I mean.
That, and I don't even know if I'd take it back. I probably might do the same shit again because it allowed me to grow in other ways, in bigger ways, in different ways. Because now we're doing the visual arts thing. I'm going to school for that soon, hopefully. And then you got the business side of things. You Royal South. We're trying to make a real label at some point. That's what we're doing. Me and Double O, we push our music and we drop our music under our label that we created, so we can create traction to it.
Shout out to Double O too. He used my old studio.
Really?
That we just moved from. Yeah.
He's the man. That's my guy. That's my guy. I don't even know. Like, that's one of the 5 people that I've met in music, and they became family. Like, he's family.
It be like that sometimes.
He's like my mother's kid.
Yeah. Nah, you guys got. I like that Amen track that you guys put out. Oh. When did that come out? It says 2023, but it doesn't give me a date.
Amen. That's March. I Did It For Me came out March 26th.
Word.
That was.
You
that
care
was,
if I run this real quick?
Nah, go ahead. That was when Dark Hearts of Man was supposed to come out. And,
Okay.
And then I was like, nah, fuck it. Let's give him this.
And you waited 6 months, and then you were like,
Yeah, because we had this on the burner since like 2020, 2021. So it was like, this don't come out now, it's not coming out.
oh yeah.
Okay.
So I run this Amen, Double O and Alonzo Brunn. I love the beats you pick.
All double O.
I was gonna say he produced this.
Every single last one. Amen. Pray for me. When the packs touch, we say amen. Pray for me. Before we act up, we say amen. Pray for These promoters pay us, we don't pay them. Amen. Amen. Pray for me. When the packs touch, we say amen. Pray for me. Before we act up, we say amen. Pray for These promoters pay us, we don't pay them. Amen. I told these niggas when I was young I would be top 5 by the time I was 21. I lied, but I was still top 5 under 31. Now I'm pushing 23 and like 23 I'm the one. But like 23 at 23 I still need work. The Connect they been around, so we still need work. I would never say his name, you gotta kill me first. Bunch of niggas full of sin, you know we still need church. You can change the hustle, niggas always gonna knock it. I tried to quit rapping, but I really couldn't stop it. I'm yelling to the microphone, I'm always gonna rock it. I'm Ben Roethlisberger, niggas always in my pocket. For the most part, I'm still the most hard musical legend in my city, like Mozart. Hit like a Mack truck, but quick like a go-kart. Bitches are bait men, they stay in the Ozarks. Thoughts about leaving the trap, I might be a loan shark. Rappers is actors, but they still playing the old part. Niggas is all bitch, they puppies with no bark. All that shit is entertainment, they got no heart. You gotta turn the lights down a bit when the show start, and watch how I illuminate the place when it's so dark. Every time you put me on the track, I'ma throw darts. I got so many flows, I'ma need me a flow chart.
That was a straight boxing match of punchlines.
Amen. Pray for me. When the packs touch, we say amen. Pray for me. Before we act up, we say amen. Pray for These promoters pay us. You wanna hear a box? You wanna hear a boxing match of punchlines? Amen. Pray for me. When the packs touch, we say amen. Pray for me. Before we act up, we say amen. These promoters pay us. We don't pay them.
Lame niggas chasing cloud, they worry what they talking about. Leg shot, he do the stanky leg, then we walk him out. Niggas want beef, I lost it out. And I ain't talking COVID, take the coffin route. I'm an artist, young Rudy, put the chalk around. All I gotta do is snap and it's going down. It's funny how a nigga turn pussy when my dog's around. Hop out, have a bad bitch, pull the car around. Put the city on my back like a jam sport. Full feature film, long clip, gotta make sure I bake raw. Stronger than a motherfucking paintball. Nothing less, I make these niggas sick like the cake raw. Now I'm about to black like an 8-ball. These niggas Pete Carroll, how they make calls.
You blew it.
I'm ice cold like hockey when I face off. Don't look up, leave them all behind when I take off.
Amen. Pray for me. When the packs touch, we say amen. Pray for me. Before we act up, we say amen. Pray for These promoters pay us, we don't pay them. Amen. Amen. Pray for me. When the packs touch, we say amen. Pray for me. Before we act up, we say amen. Pray for These promoters pay us, we don't pay them. Amen.
That's how it should be. Y'all snap, son. This is the type of music that makes me want to make music.
Hell yeah.
Nigga, you do make music.
Well, you know, actually,
exactly.
go home and
Exactly.
cook something up. You know what I mean?
Shit, I would love for you to do that, motherfucker.
Well,
Goddamn.
thank you, brother, man. I appreciate that.
Listen,
We've had people come on here and tell him that he owes them beats. So
I didn't even.
he's got
the
got a
man.
debt growing right now.
Oh yeah.
He sure do. And you know what's funny? He like when we were making Hello Rap Game 2, he sent me like a care package of a bunch of beats, and I didn't even have to carefully select it. It was just like, oh yeah, I'm playing them. I'm just, oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the one. Yeah. Like I only left a couple off. Like he sent me like maybe 20 joints, and most of them shits got used.
I appreciate it.
maybe even more. Like I don't even remember. It was so long ago. It was like
Yeah, that's what I was
5,
gonna
6
say.
years
Like, I
ago.
want to hear about the project between you two.
So long ago. So wow.
When did you put it out? It's been a while now. Yeah, I was out in Cortland and shit.
I want to say March
damn. Yeah, well.
2018. That sounds about right. March 2018, Hello Rap Game 2. That sounds right. That sounds real right to me right now because I know for 100% fact Nightfall came out January 20. Yeah, March 2018.
Damn.
So what's that? 5.5 years.
Yeah.
Yo, y'all did a video to that too, right? That video was pretty dope.
Yeah, that was shot by a good friend of mine, Anthony Jamarino. He's out in Phoenix now.
Oh shit.
That's deep.
I don't know. No. He's Glendale, somewhere in Arizona.
Yeah.
But
Okay.
he's doing real great. Like you know what I mean. He's taking pictures of places that I would just dream
So
of being
be-
in,
bro, it's
cars that I
beautiful
dream
out
of
there.
being in. It's like wow, oh shit. Well, all right, goddamn. But yeah, no. Shout out to Anthony for producing both of those videos because we did 2 videos at that same time. I think we did there was another one. Fuck, there's so many. I've done so many joints at this point. I don't even remember.
It's hard to keep track.
Yeah, but we did another video at that same in that same time span.
Was it for that project or another one?
I think it was for Summer in Space that came out right after.
Oh, okay.
So it was like, cause Hello Rap Game 2 is March 2018, and then Summer in Space is August 2018. I want to say, cause I did Grassroots in July of 2018, and I only had like 4 or 5 joints done for Summer in Space at that time.
Oh, you performed at Grassroots?
I did.
Nice.
That's the day I met Anthony Cannon.
Oh yeah, I think you mentioned
wow.
that. Yeah.
That's sick.
In person. Like that was the day we met. Like we've been talking for probably a year and a half at that point. You know what I mean? I'm sharing his shit, he's sharing my shit, we're liking each other's shit. But it was never like we never met. And then one day he hits me up and he's like, yo, you wanna perform at Grassroots? I'm like, fuck yeah, we out.
That's
so
dope.
I get my shit ready and I pull up to Grassroots, and that was the day me and Anthony Cannon actually met.
Super dope.
By the end of the night, like it felt like I known him a lifetime. Like he took me to Shortstop. That was my first time at Shortstop. I fell in love with it. Now every time I go to Ithaca, I gotta go to Shortstop. There's
Yeah.
just no way around it. Took me to Shortstop. I fell asleep on his couch and and then my best friend came and got me in the morning, and that was it.
That sounds
That's
like
dope,
a hell of a
though.
time.
It's
Yeah.
kind of like how that happened with us, because I mean, I hadn't talked to Cannon like that in person. He, other than the show at Stellar Human, that a bunch of people, you were in that, right?
Yeah, I threw
Yeah.
it.
I was gonna say, didn't you put that
Yeah.
together?
Yeah.
But
That's-
other than talking
my
to him
first
at
one.
that was like, it was just like all internet back and forth, and then
And-
actually Tone Chop linked us all. Oh, that's
Don't get
who
me
linked
started.
Us, that's who
Don't get
linked
me
us
started.
up.
Yo, Tone, you are a legend.
That's a fact.
Shout out to you, brother, man. Shout out to Frost Gamble. Shout out to the whole camp. Like
Yeah.
Tone, Tone is a local legend. So if anyone who doesn't know about Tone Chop, please, goddamn it, educate yourself, please.
Yeah,
He's the man.
That's a fact, bro.
that's a super fact.
He's the man.
A real nice dude.
And and humble. And he's a real OG when it comes to local art. But what's the best part about him is that he's an OG, he's humble, he's been doing it for all these years, but he's a fucking animal. And that's the best part. That's the best. He's a fucking animal. So like, I mean, I appreciate that. Like if you rap, I don't give a fuck if you get 1 play, 2 plays, I don't give a goddamn. If you're nice, I need you on my shit pronto.
That's how it should be.
I don't care about how much views a song could get. I care about how good it can be. I need the best rapper on it. I don't like if I had a chance to get in a Little Uzi verse or putting Anthony Cannon on a song.
Yeah.
Ask me which one would I do.
Oh, I can already imagine who you're going for.
That nigga Uzi could kick rocks. There's not a goddamn song I'd ever create I'd need that nigga on ever.
It's funny too, because we were talking about Haim and I both worked at a liquor store in the past, and that y'all made a song called
Liquor store. I used to work at I used to work at the liquor store.
Nah, I really did.
That's
like
his voice.
I worked at Robbie's on the south side.
Word?
Yeah,
That's my
for a
spot.
minute,
Yeah,
for a
always go
minute.
there and grab some Taylor Port and some tequila. Yeah, I don't give a fuck how. Listen, you can give me $200 million. I'm drinking Taylor Port. Fuck you.
Nah, that shit's actually pretty fun.
Yeah.
So for those of us who don't know, what is Taylor Port?
So Taylor Port is
It's a wine.
it's port wine.
Yeah.
It's bottom of the barrel shit. It's
But
for
it
broke
kicks
people.
you in the ass.
Nigga, that shit is I've heard people call it purple Hennessy.
Yeah, no, that's a fact. People do call it that.
Motherfucker, that shit's 17%, right?
Yeah.
But you get a bottle.
And it's a wine?
Nigga,
Yeah,
and it's
bro.
good as fuck.
Yeah.
That's the important.
Bro, you could drink that shit. Bro, that shit tastes way better than any wine. Ain't good to me. That shit tastes like bread. I don't give a fuck who say what. That shit,
Bread.
that
I
motherfucker
get the,
tastes
I
like
get
bread.
the red face, so I understand.
That motherfucker tastes like bread, right? But Taylor Port, now that shit, that's a good drink. It's kind of like, it kind of tastes like expensive Four Loko in a way. so you,
That's a poor logo.
so the bottle of Taylor Port, it's like this big, and it's like bro, this motherfucker big.
Oh, it's a big
They
one.
got like a
It's like a gallon.
It looks like an old school ketchup bottle too.
Nigga,
really?
that shit's $17.
That's it?
$17.
$17
You ain't got no-
17%?
You ain't got no money? Taylor Port.
Yeah.
Nigga, you broke and you trying to have some fun? Taylor Port.
When I used to open, there would be people waiting for me in the parking lot.
Taylor
Like,
Port,
I
nigga,
need
what-
either that or Mr. Boston.
Nigga, where the Tony Parker? I need that TP. Fuck is you talking about? The TP.
It's funny.
Yeah.
So I'll run this real quick since we had Cannon on last time
That's my guy.
and liquor store and everything. Here we go.
I could do his voice then. I used to work at the liquor spot,
That's pretty accurate.
sipping tequila until my liver rot.
That was a good one.
Yeah, whatever. Look, I gotta get my bottle for the day begin. I'm stepping in the flyest threats, I know they bout to hate me again. One thing about me, I don't bend and you can't break me in. Bitch, I'm gonna rap until I'm rapping in the stadium. Okay, I surf on every beat, I'm about to hang me 10 niggas quick to listen now, knowing they didn't play me. They didn't play me. And you could try to test me like I'm pussy, but you ain't finding pussy round here like your lady friend. You think they got that one? To take a trip to the liquor store and every instrumental getting sent to a different morgue. I'm a sniper, I just pick 'em off. We ain't hearing shit from y'all. Everybody hard till I get Chris involved. You could get 2 shots or whatever. The new Glock or Beretta. A few spots could get wetter. A nigga looking down from the rooftop, it's a setup. Every rapper thinking he Tupac or better. I just took a trip to the liquor store. I packed Coke 45 just like a liquor store. I need an ID on the op like a liquor store. You know my favorite spot, the neighborhood liquor store. You know my favorite spot. I just took a trip to the liquor store. Liquor store. I need an ID on the op like a liquor store.
Told them, tryna stay neutral cause the kill switch crucial. I'm tryna ball you, let them dogs control you like voodoo. Al passed the rock so I had to go buku. I'm the screwdriver when you screaming at your screws loose. You heard the murder like Irvin them, we Persian them. Way we move probably with burning them. We're serving them, play
sound
like
like
we was
50.
burning them.
Yeah, a little
I'm
bit.
hurting
Same
them.
thing.
Things change like moves and seasons.
Multiple people
Look
told
at
me
Brady
that.
lost his wife to play a losing season. Man, you dudes are sneezing. Catching licks on my gram and silver. Lil when she seen it got real and she just told me be careful. Cobra Street was a spot. Neighbors know how I rock. I'm the neighborhood dealer. I probably fronted your pops. Aimless, now changes like pop. Got me straight, no doc, but I gained patience to bounce back full of Mason. Like the backwood. Suddenly I'm in the air again. This weed tough like LeBron and MJ compared to.
I pack Coke 45 just like a liquor store. I need an ID on the op like a liquor store. You know my favorite spot, the neighborhood liquor store. My favorite spot. I just took a trip to the liquor store. Liquor store. I need an ID on the op like a liquor store.
I
used to work at the liquor spot, sipping tequila until my liver rot. Stop by, pour some Henny shots. We were pitching pot for the
You know I got
don't
you.
got shit for cops, but rappers always wanna be gangsters, end up like Fetty Wap. 50 on the bottle, it's just me and my girl. Drink till I earl, thinking I'm the king of the world. I'm not a sloppy drunk, no, I'm getting faded if I'm hopping up.
Wait, shame on him, the nigga.
Drop the blunt.
Okay.
I used to play the block, but not the lookout. They used to hit me just to cop, I had to go out. You know the type of day the hood I have a cookout. Your uncle have too many beers, he talking sound like mush.
Hey, yo, he cut off.
Fuck the bars, I'm trying to pull up to the liquor store. You got a roof over your head, what you bitching for? He don't even know. This that 100 proof Wu-Tang, sipping on a liquid sword. I just took a trip to the liquor store.
Liquor store, liquor store, liquor store.
I need an ID on the op like a liquor store.
Liquor store, liquor store, liquor store, liquor store.
Yeah, that's my shit. That's one of my favorite songs. That's one of my favorite songs I've ever done.
That second verse, who is that?
That's Blick of Dawn. Now that son,
He can rap.
son.
You sound like 50.
When it come to, I've heard that, but when it come to bars,
We're not doing that right now.
when it come to bars and just like absolute lyricism, he's one of those guys that should be revered. He's one of those guys that I look at like, how can I get there? It doesn't matter what somebody else may say to me about me. I look at certain people and I think to myself, damn, he's nasty. How can I position myself to get to a level that he's at?
Can you tell that this kid hangs out with Cannon?
So
y'all have super similar mindsets.
So Blick of Dawn is one of those people where it's like you hear certain lines, you're like, fuck, that's so creative. How did I not think of that? Like he said I remember I shared some shit on Facebook not too long ago. It was like, what's the hardest intro line you've ever heard? Easy. Blick of Dawn. He said, I don't care if you're a reverend that's 6'7". This weapon show you the quickest way to hit heaven.
Oh,
nigga, what?
Yeah.
Nigga, what? I don't care if you're a reverend that's 6'7". This weapon show you the quickest way to hit heaven. Stop it. That is the hardest line I've ever heard.
Pretty hard.
In my life. And it's not often you hear lyrics and you're like, damn, I really, really wish I came up with that. And it's like he does that shit every song.
He's one of those.
Yeah, he's
like
got.
You feel like he sets the bar, and then you gotta like be like, all right, I'm coming hard.
Yeah, he's actually 2020. I want to say 2021, maybe 2020. He dropped something called Bar Study. It's a 7-track joint that him and his mans recorded it, and they never even mixed it. They recorded it and let it go raw.
Just raw.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, and they let it go, and so it sonically it's not amazing. It's not supposed to be. It's supposed to be edgy and gritty and just like in your face. And boy, all 7 songs a masterpiece. From Serena at Wimbledon to fucking Ramsey's Place. The fucking shit is beautiful.
No skips?
No skips. Not a one. It's 7 for 7.
Oh,
Yeah.
All the way
Saying
through.
something.
And I think, honestly, right now, like there's things that have come out in the area that are better. Like Anthony has topped it with when we talk about this like pure project, you know what I mean? And then you got like the Griselda niggas, and there's a lot of crazy upstate artists. But when I think about just straight bars, straight lyricism, I swear I think that's the bar. I think that is the nuttiest thing I've heard lyrically. Bar Study.
Yeah.
I swear. I swear to it.
Shit, I'll have to check it out.
Look it down, Bar Study. I'll write it down for you.
I swear.
Shit, maybe we should see if we can get him on.
Yeah.
And you know it's funny, and all that being said, because he was at the show, at the Stellar Human show. I don't know.
Oh shit, really?
I think I actually.
He was the guy in the orange.
Yeah, was he? I think I might have some footage of you when you like perform, because you were like one of the last people to perform.
Yeah, I think I went.
I got some footage.
I went first and last.
Oh,
I think, or third and last. No. Theodore went first. God bless his heart. Great artist, great man.
Yeah,
like
that's my guy.
Yeah, that's just a great human overall. Like he's someone you could. We actually before the Stellar Fest show or Stellar Human show, we just talked. We were just in Cellar Human one day, and we just talked about everything, life, politics, race, like all these things. And when you just sit back and listen to him talk, you're like, dude, you're so brilliant.
Yeah,
he's one of those.
absolutely.
He's one of those people you could have a full-on conversation with for an hour and not say a fucking word. Mm-hmm. You can let him go and just soak it all in.
And
like,
he's had like a lot of an enlightening, because I knew him back when he was in high school.
Yeah,
too.
he'll
like,
tell you like, yo, nigga, I was wild.
He's changed so much.
He'll tell you like, yeah, we was fighting niggas, we was beating niggas up, but like now,
he was
like he actually changed my outlook on life.
Really?
I swear to God, it was that day. He was like, yo, like I'm gonna always do what I have to do, especially for my people. Like I'm on some Malcolm shit, like Ballad of the Bullet. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. I don't know, turn the other cheek type shit. But he was like, at the same time, I ain't going out of my way trying to harm nobody.
No.
I love. It doesn't matter what you look like, where you're from. I love. But more than that, what he said to me that really stuck with me, and I'll never forget it. He said, "There's no fucking way that nobody could ever, at this point in my life, get me to bring harm to one of my brothers." He was like, "I'll never hurt a black man."
Yeah,
and
he's come far.
And I'm listening to him. I'm listening to him say this. I'm like, nigga, I got beef with plenty right now. So I'm looking at him. I'm listening to him say this, and I'm like, yo. And then you think about why you beef with niggas, and you're like, damn, that's silly. That's
dumb.
If we actually talked, we could probably be some like real good friends.
Yeah,
It'd be like that.
So he changed my entire outlook on how I view other people, especially other people of color, but people in general. Like nigga, I don't go out of my way to be hateful, be negative. Like,
nope.
And that's Theodore, and that's
that
why
takes too much energy, anyways.
I sure do. Show you right, nigga. That shit you ain't say nothing with a word, Jack. Nigga, that shit right there takes way too much energy. Mm-hmm. I be thinking about it, I be looking back, I be reflecting like, dude, I had a lot of energy. To be able to get on Facebook and be on that rah-rah shit every goddamn day.
Yeah.
You gotta have impressive amount of energy. Like that's no good. And I had to get out of that frame of mind. I don't do that negativity shit no more. I'm not even gonna condone it. I'm not even gonna.
So then looking back at it, I mean, we're reverting back to something we already talked about, but then it seems like that hiatus was good for you.
Yeah, that's
You know
why
what I
say
mean?
that's why I said going like before. Like I don't even think I'd take it back. I think I'd probably do the same thing again.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, if I could go back in time, I wouldn't be so goddamn negative in the first place.
Yeah.
But
that's 2020 is hindsight.
yeah, it's a motherfucker, right? But when you after the fact, like people make mistakes. So after that fact, I think about like how I handled it, getting off of Facebook for 5 years and not even like just not participating in those activities, we'll say. I really don't think I would change that shit because it put me in a place where I am now. Like I can just be like I feel like I'm a positive person, or at least I think like I show love to people. A lot of people still hate me. They still don't like the shit I say. I get on social media and I still joke a lot and shit like that. But it is what it is.
As long as you're a net positive, like
I
in this world, that's all that matters anymore.
I don't go out of my way to harm anybody. Anybody that said that's a fucking liar.
And at the end of the day, if anybody can't really see all the growth and maturity that you've had since then, and they're like holding something against you,
Bro, that's on them.
Yeah, pretty much.
I agree, but at the same time, I was a dick. So like if you're gonna hold something against me from what I feel like is a past life ago, but you have grounds, I can't be mad at you for that.
No,
Like,
of course not. Yeah.
No, like
it's like I was an OD dick. Like I was an asshole.
I've been there.
So
yeah. Like I'm a recovering addict, so I definitely understand. Like,
yeah, like
the
there's
whole,
people
like,
you've wronged. There's people
100%.
And I don't.
That I can never talk to again.
Yeah.
Like I can't even. It's not even in the big book. You're only supposed to make amends if it's safe for you and the other person. So like, there's some people that I'll never speak to again.
Absolutely.
From when I was in active addiction.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? But then there's people like my mother, obviously. I'm going to speak to her again.
Yeah.
A bunch of people that I would like owe money to, or I would just be out on the run, do them a little dirty, like take like $10 or something like that.
Absolutely.
I never really stole, but you know what I mean? Like even just getting people high, like enabling their addictions and everything. I can tell them now, like, yo, I'm sorry. And I mean, if they accept it, they accept it. If they don't,
That's on them.
I can't do anything
And
about
you
it.
can't. And you know what?
And you got to accept that.
More power to them. There's no hard feelings. There's no resentment there. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and you know, I think within you know, within bounds, you can do some fucked up shit and be a great person.
I agree.
Especially if you know you did some fucked up shit.
Everybody makes mistakes.
And you atone to that fucked up shit.
And you learn from it.
You could, because like you can enable somebody's addiction all
Mm-hmm.
you want, but nigga, you're a fucking adult.
Oh,
I'm not
yeah.
putting no gun in your head. I'm not saying, yo, sniff this motherfucking, you do this line right now. I'm not telling, like, that is a decision you make. I can enable you, sure.
Yeah.
I can help you get it, but I can't make you do it.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I can lead you to water. I can't make you drink it.
That's a
Accountability.
fact.
So, yeah, like you could look at it. There's always two ways of looking at it. Yeah, okay, you might have been in the wrong, sure, but so was the other party.
Right.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. That's how I feel about like a situation like that. But like even things like that are even more serious. I think you could do some, again, within bounds. You could do something really bad and know it was bad, atone to that, and help people not do that or rise above that. And you've seen it how many times now? 1 million times. Like where someone has spent a specified amount of time in prison for this crime, and now they're an advocate against it.
Actually, I've been talking to, do you know Dot? He makes a 607 clothing. Marlon Singleton.
I don't think so.
So he went to prison for, I think like it was like 7 flat.
Really?
He came home, and the second he came home, he was already hanging TVs professionally.
Mm-hmm.
And then this past year, he's been really heavy into the clothing and everything.
Yeah, because like niggas who been inside know, nigga, that shit is slavery. You get treated like a fucking animal. You're in a cage. You are locked down. You don't got no rights.
Yeah.
No.
Being a prisoner is not fun. I've never done it. Thank God. I don't want to, but I've had so many loved ones, so many friends that I've had to see do that shit. And it's like, and every single last one of them says, yo, bro, I will never go back.
Yeah.
I will never go back.
It's nice when that happens. You never want somebody you care about to get caught up in the mentality where, well, fuck it, I've been once. I don't care.
Yeah,
if
like
go
I
back.
could, yeah, nah, these niggas.
Because I know some of
fuck
them
that.
too. I know a lot of those people.
And they could walk a stretch like nothing.
Yeah.
They walk 3 years. They don't want to. I'm not doing that. There's so much shit on the outside. There's life moving. Cause you go in
That's
them
a
walls,
fact.
life don't stop.
Exactly.
These motherfuckers, like niggas got kids, niggas got moms, niggas got dads. Like
Houses.
yeah, like you get the fuck out of here. I'm
Shit
not going
changes.
back there. Fuck that. That shit is that's for an animal.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, not even an animal should be in a cage. I think zoos are fucked up.
I finally just got off probation 2 days before my birthday.
Oh,
this
nigga,
year.
you're lit.
January
Nigga,
14th.
Yeah, son, I'd have been.
Bro,
I'd have been in a
I
club.
violated
Wow.
so many times, like, and every time I violated, it was like 3-6 months sitting in Brunn County Jail, and that's a federal holding facility.
Yeah.
So, like, that's really like
Nigga,
you're cuffed up everywhere you go.
not only that, people don't know this. I mean, people do know this, but like the county jail is so fucked up. Like
Atrocious.
Oh yeah,
the COs,
100%.
it's the COs. These niggas will beat the living shit out of you.
Yeah,
and
the
leave you
Connors
there.
brothers.
Bro, they're son, and that like people don't I'd much rather do like a stretch in a max prison.
Oh yeah,
You're safer.
Yeah, you're
Bro,
way safer.
there was a sergeant. So, they just give you like a little 8-ounce cup. Like it's super small.
You got to
It's
piss in
like-
that motherfucker?
Nah, to drink.
Oh,
like
what?
to drink
8
all that-
ounces?
Yeah, that's it. It's
That's
literally
not
like
enough.
it's literally
day?
like this tall. No, you can go fill it up as much as you want, but
Oh,
it's like
but not 8
you're
ounces
drinking,
is still
you're drinking
crazy.
sink water. So what people would do is they would finish it. They would finish their shampoo, and then you put like toothpaste in it, shake it up with mad water, And you do that like 5-6 times, and then you drink water out of a shampoo bottle. And I'm not gonna lie, I drank some Hawaiian mist flavored water a couple of times. Because that, bro, those bottles, like, and then there's this one sergeant that everybody called Bottles. I'm pretty sure he's retired at this point because he's old. He was old. Like every time, even some of the other, even like some of the COs that are like working the pod, they would be like, "Yo, bottles, 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 bottles," and everybody just starts sounding like the seagulls from Finding Nemo. Mike, no, bottles, bottles, bottles. Hide that away.
That's funny.
He caught me one time, and all he would do was just take them and like, it's like, bro, I can't even have a shampoo bottle.
I hate niggas who take their job too serious.
Contraband.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, you get paid like $18 an hour. Go the fuck home. You wildin'. You doing too much. I hate niggas like him.
But yeah, we called them bottles. That was one of them.
You know what it is? Some people can't handle being in a position of authority, and they abuse their
Truth.
power, or they do things that might be okay in certain areas, but on like an objective whole like scale, not really that great.
Yeah, power tripping is a real thing. Like people.
Yeah,
that
it
do
is
power
for
tripping.
sure.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm actually like, I'm glad they finally have like MAT in jail. Like, so if someone comes off the street addicted to fentanyl, they can give them Suboxone or something, so they're not going through the withdrawal the whole time. You know what I mean? And then they can taper that. I know some people obviously try to take advantage of that because it'll get you some sort of high. But honestly, if you're not on Suboxone every single day and you just take that, you're gonna throw up for 2 hours. Like,
Yeah, you're gonna withdraw at some point.
Yeah, it's not even like
You need that real thing.
yeah, you just let it go. Honestly, that's the best way I found, was to just let it go.
That's probably
Finally off of Suboxone now. Like,
So you stopped using after your stretch.
yes. Well, actually, I came home. I said I was gonna stay clean. It wasn't even 6 months, and I got arrested again. And the judge, I'm just sitting there ready to take my time. I'm thinking to myself, all right, they're gonna give me maybe like 6 months for this, maybe 6 months for this, and I'll be out in 8. Because I already had 6 months of time credit. And I'm thinking, she's like, all right, so you want to go to, I got the offer of either going to treatment up at Fairview or this place called Cars, which is actually in Trumansburg, right out by Ithaca. That's the one I took.
That's where Grassroots was.
Yeah, that's the one I took. But she was either going to give me that or she was going to give me 2 county years. And I was
I'm out.
I was like, all right, I'll go.
Send me
Yeah. I'm not
I'm
Adele on
taking
this
that.
one. Try to make me go to rehab. I say, yeah.
That actually helped.
2
honestly.
years. Nah, that's
Like,
a
because I was like state mandated for like 90 days, and I ended up getting a shot there instead of being on the films, which actually helped me be able to taper easier and be able to like get down to nothing. You know what I mean?
That's a wonderful thing.
Yeah, honestly,
Because I know beating addiction. That's a tough battle. My grandfather dealt with that and ultimately lost. So like, and I have his 12 steps in his personal journal.
yeah,
and
the
all
big
that.
the big book and everything.
So I know exactly.
Yeah.
I know exactly what the fuck he went through, what his struggle was like. I have his personal journal entries from when he was actually in rehab.
Wow.
And you know what's funny? These notes, he doesn't have. There's no audience. The audience is just my grandmother. He's not writing like to himself or for himself. He's only writing to my grandmother.
Poetry was a really good outlet for me there.
Yeah, it's beautiful.
Yeah.
Writing is that why you think I write?
That's true. That's valid.
I get in my bag. Sometimes I get into a negative mindset and I say, how can I channel this? You write.
Challenge
And if you
through your writing, yeah.
And if I can't channel that into the music, if I'm having a writer's block with the music, things that I do have now, I always took pride in not having writer's block. Yeah, no. Yeah. Ever since I was like 21, yeah, no. Writer's block hit me like a brick.
It happens.
Yeah, no, for sure.
So if I can't find a way to apply that to the music, if I'm playing some beats and I can't, and I don't got it, then I'll start writing I'll write a script.
I like that.
or something, because like my vision when it comes to movies and TVs is real violent.
Yeah.
So if I'm in a negative mind state, I can
That's the best time to write that. Yeah.
into some negative shit.
Yeah.
That you put on the TV, you know what I mean? Like I see myself in the future being a filmmaker like Scorsese or
That'd be
Tarantino.
awesome.
Like I like
That'd be
being
super sick.
a storyteller, but not about their people, about my people. So more like John Singleton.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm trying to put out Boys in the Hoods, Snowfalls, shit like that. Things that are relevant, political, and equally gangster. But equally gangster. So it's like, yeah.
I can fuck with that. How long you been writing scripts?
I figured this out that I wanted to get into this like 2 years ago. Maybe even a little longer. Like I've always had this, especially this one script that I have. It's just always been there. This idea, it's just always been cooking, always been formulating, and it's just always been there. So I was like, you know what? Let me put this down somehow, because I didn't know how to write no script. I still technically don't. Right, so I was like, let me jot this down. So I just put it in my notes. I started writing down characters and things about them. It's kind of like a storyboard, kind of.
Okay.
But then my ex-girlfriend, she bought me Final Draft. It's Final Draft 12. That's the same screenwriting software that Hollywood uses.
Oh shit.
So she bought me that, and I've been teaching myself how to use that very slowly, because right now there's other things on my plate. Like I want to work on my scripts, but I still have 4 years of film school ahead of me, so it's not that big of a deal right now.
Honestly, we should bring him around when Movie Mike's around.
Right? No.
Because Movie Mike's all about like helping people out, doing whatever. Like him and I have bounced a couple ideas off of each other. Just
Word.
like he's a really good dude. Obviously he's the reason I have a studio right now.
Facts.
So
Shout out to Movie Mike.
Yeah, definitely. I would definitely love to meet somebody like that. You know,
we'll
all
make
the
it
connection.
happen.
Yeah, all the connections you have, the better.
Yeah, no, we'll make that happen.
And I don't like to burn no bridges. Shit, I'm black. I don't like to swim.
So
I can though. Don't get it mistaken. I got a front stroke like a motherfucker. I just don't like to.
Hell yeah. So on that note, we'll take a quick break and we'll be right back.